Before we jump into apples, grapes, raspberries, and strawberries, I want to take a moment to talk to you about fruit from a botanical point of view and recognize all plants produce some sort of structure to distribute their seeds. Let's for a moment not think of fruit as something we eat, but as part of a plant's reproductive cycle. A fruit forms from the maturing flower ovary following pollination and fertilization. Fruits can be either fleshy or dry, and they contain one or more seeds. The fruit structure serves as a seed dispersal mechanism. Some fruits are designed to distribute the seed by air, others by water, or latching onto the skin or fur of passersby to be carried off elsewhere. Others develop a fleshy and edible covering to attract and be consumed by animals, and to have their seeds later deposited elsewhere away from the parent plant. Being able to recognize the different types of fruit of wild, ornamental, and edible varieties of plants is a useful skill for plant identification. Humans have long been one of the vectors consuming fruits, thus have over the years selected for bigger, better, juicier fruits. As a result, many of the fruits from our gardens don't resemble the ancestors in which they were derived. Recognizing that fruit can be highly variable, let's review some of the common types we encounter in our gardens and kitchens. Dry fruits lack a fleshy coat. A legume is a dry fruit which opens upon maturity, called dehiscent. Legumes are fruits exclusively of the Fabaceae family, which includes beans. Another dry fruit which is dehiscent is a capsule, and depending on how it opens can signify the species of plant. Iris, poppies, castor bean, and purslane are all examples of plants with capsules. Follicles are dehiscent along a single suture, as with milkweed. Nuts are indehiscent fruits remaining closed at maturity. Acorns from oaks are a great example. An achene is highly variable, but typically consists of a fused shell surrounding a seed, such as with a sunflower. A samara is a winged achene, as you'll find with ash, maple, and elm trees. Fleshy fruits typically are surrounded by modified flower tissues. These are highly variable among all the fleshy fruits. Drupes, or stone fruits, have a single hard seed in the center of a fleshy surrounding. Peaches, cherries, coconuts, and olives are examples of drupes. Berries contain two or more seeds and are surrounded by soft flesh. Examples include tomatoes, grapes, and bananas. Two variations to a berry include a pome and a pepo. Pomes have several seeds surrounded by a more paper-like flesh, such as apples and pears. Pepos have several to many seeds surrounded by a soft flesh and encased in a leathery rind, such as with watermelons and pumpkins. Fruits can also be complex. An aggregate fruit is formed by the fusion of many pistils inside a single flower. For example, a raspberry is an aggregate of many drupes. A magnolia is an aggregate of many follicles. When additional flower tissue turns into part of the fruit, it's called accessory, as with the base of the strawberry flower enlarging to be part of the fruit we eat. A multiple fruit, such as pineapple, is formed from the fusion of pistils of several grouped flowers. By no means is this an exhaustive list of the options out there. When doing plant ID, you may encounter other examples of fruits, which should be defined in any reputable resource you're using. And remember, with plant breeding and selection, many fruits in our gardens don't necessarily look like their botanical descriptions.